What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Hangout. Today is September the 9th, 2021, and this is Crypto Crane. I meant to cover this yesterday when it first came out, but was a little bit busy, so we're going to go ahead and cover it today. So, the SEC is threatening to sue Coinbase over the crypto yield program and considers it a security. Basically, the crypto lend program that they have going on, they are considering that a security, and so they're threatening to sue Coinbase over that. So, article says they refuse to tell us why they think it's a security, and instead subpoena a bunch of records from us, said Brian Armstrong after he revealed that the SEC threatened to sue Coinbase. The United States Security Exchange Commission has reportedly threatened to sue Coinbase over a crypto yield program it deems as a security. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong tweeted on Wednesday that there has been some really sketchy behavior coming out of the SEC recently, before launching into a 21 post thread detailing the SEC's dealing with the firm. Armstrong explained that the crypto exchange approached the SEC earlier this year to brief the enforcement body over the up and coming Coinbase Lend program that intends to offer 4% annual yield returns on deposits of the USD coin, stablecoin. According to the Coinbase CEO, the SEC responded by telling the firm that the lending program is a security without any explanation and threatened to sue if the service was launched. They refuse to tell us why they think it's a security and instead subpoena a bunch of records from us. We comply, demand testimony from our employees, we comply, and then they tell us they will be suing us if we proceed to launch, with zero explanation as to why. Armstrong pointed out that there are other crypto firms on the market that currently provide similar lending services to their customers and called for the SEC to provide regulatory clarity on the topic. The SEC's actions, if Armstrong has reported them accurately, appear to be bad news for competitors BlockFi and Celsius, which already offer crypto yield products. BlockFi is facing investigations in a number of states over its high interest products. So here's a couple of tweets on the thread that he had posted on Twitter on the 7th. And I actually seen this when it came out, and I was reading this because I actually follow him when he posted this. So he goes on to say right here that, you know, that they refuse to tell him why they think it's a security, and instead, pretty much what they put up here in the top. So if the SEC wants to publish guidance, he said they're happy to follow, but they're not, enforcing the laws evenly across the industry, which I agree with. I totally agree that because they're picking and choosing, and you're seeing that going on with the Ripple case compared to Ethereum and Bitcoin. And you have a case where Ethereum clearly was a security when it launched, clearly was a security, and yet they overlooked it um, in favor of it. So we'll continue reading. In a post published on Wednesday, Paul Grewal, chief legal officer of Coinbase, expressed his dismay at the SEC's actions as he questioned the assertion the lending feature can be deemed as an investment contract or a note. Customers won't be investing in the program, but rather lending the USDC they hold on Coinbase platform in connection with other existing relationship, in connection with their existing relationship. And although lend customers will earn interest from their participation in the program, we have an obligation to pay this interest regardless of Coinbase's broader business activities, he said. So this is some of the tweets that were going out that, in support of Coinbase. It says the SEC isn't protecting investors; it's promoting fair, efficient, and safe domestic crypto markets with their intimidation tactics. Their approach has been so poor it's indistinguishable from an active effort to hurt American retail investors, which looks increasingly likely, which is true. Grewal went on to explain that the only clarification the firm has been provided is that the lending program is currently being assessed under the Howey test. They have only told us that they are assessing our lend product through the prism of decades old Supreme Court cases called Howey and Reeves. The SEC won't share the assessment itself, only the fact that they have done it. SEC boss Gary Gensler has regularly urged crypto firms to work with the SEC so that they can operate under public frameworks and ensure their survival. Grewal said the SEC's actions appear to contradict Gensler's statements. The SEC has repeatedly asked our industry to talk to us. Come in. We did that here, but today all we know is that we can either keep lend off the market indefinitely without knowing why or we can be sued. A healthy regulatory relationship should never leave the industry in that kind of bind without explanation. Dialogue is at the heart of good regulation, he said. Grewal stated that the firm will be holding off the launch of the lending program until at least October, while he waits for further feedback from the SEC. All right, so that's what's going on right now with Coinbase. I know this is going to affect a lot of my U.S. viewers as well as me myself. Um, so I wanted to also show you guys a video. This guy goes into and says that the CEO of Coinbase made a rookie mistake by tweeting some of the tweets that I showed you here, and actually kind of trying to fight and expose uh, Gary Gensler in the SEC. So let's see what this guy has to say right here.
Case, of course, revealing that they received a Wells notice from the SEC, and then coming out Brian Armstrong with some big words to the SEC, accusing them of sketchy behavior. And all the research notes I've read this morning talk about regulation by litigation. What do you make of this new emerging space?
Yeah, as far as the Coinbase news, it's such a rookie mistake for a CEO to go to war with the SEC. And unless you're Elon Musk, just don't do it. You got to work with them. They are your regulator. Look, it happens. We've seen it happen over the course of many decades. CEOs come to public markets and they think they can, discuss things with the SEC and work it out. That all has to happen behind the scenes. Otherwise, the SEC just keeps going after you. So hopefully, Coinbase has learned its lesson or will learn its lesson shortly and start working with its regulator more intelligently.
Is that a good, ultimately, finding regulation for this sector and making that regulation work properly looks like it will be a positive. Obviously, a lot of people see this space as being kind of unregulated, and that's part of its attraction. But to survive in the long term, it needs regulation. It needs regulators to understand the market and vice versa. How far away do you think we are from that point?
Oh, we are in the first inning, honestly, because not only do you have SEC issues, but you obviously have Federal Reserve and bank regulatory issues in terms of how this industry gets regulated by the Fed over time and by Treasury over time. So it's not the SEC is actually, interestingly, sort of the tip of the spear right now, but it's not the most important point. It is, how does the Fed think about central bank digital currencies and stable coins, and how does Treasury address those as well? And how do they make them more like money market funds and regulate them more closely? But you're right, all those things will drive adoption, because the safer an asset is and the more transparent it is, the more attention it gets and the more capital it draws.
All right, and as you can see, he says he made a mistake by tweeting and going after the SEC. But you guys, let me know what you think. Did he make a mistake? Do you think the Coinbase should fight, or should they just tuck tail and roll over? Go ahead and comment and like below. And if you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and let me know that you really like the content that I am bringing to you. All right. So comment below. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. All right. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.